Give me that. Oh my god. Did you just come up with that in the same 10 minutes that you were telling me about earlier?
Oh, that was just now.
I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. I love you. I say
Thanks.
with all the love in my heart. I love you, but I also fuck you. Thank you, whoever, dear God, is here with us. Thank you,
Sam.
Yeah, thank you for calling me out. I've totally forgot. I was way too focused on Jack's amazing music. Thank you so much for joining us for whatever the hell this ends up being. I'm calling it right now. Why the hell are we still awake?
Hey.
Working title for the moment.
Okay.
I'm Steve. As I said earlier in the Slam Banners game, am apparently the Joel McHale somehow of this whole operation. Where
I'm sorry, that is...
Nobody really knows what I do. Nobody really knows like why people like me, but apparently people do.
Oh my God.
And so now I'm doing a recap. So it's really just come full Joel McHale. I'm full community.
There you go.
That's who I am. And I am joined, for as long as we can stay awake, by two other amazing people. First, I'm going to introduce the guy to my left. I totally forgot that I have to do, like...
Yeah. And we're mirrored on stream, so we're all backwards, which is
I'm just
the
gonna
best.
not point.
Oh,
I'll
no.
just say names.
No, I got it now. Everybody is this way from me. Everybody is this way.
But on stream,
objectively.
everyone's to the right, but it's to the left because you're mirrored.
Oh my god, already my brain is falling apart from this. Holy shit. We just need to introduce ourselves and like move on with our... Who are you, strange man with a piano?
I'm Jack. I do all the music and audio editing for Classless Characters and play a bunch of characters on other podcasts. I work with DMTK. We have a good time there. I've been on a couple of other streams this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that because we have a bunch of stream representation. And then we are also joined by, some would say, the lady of the hour.
Oh no.
Hallie.
Oh, that's too much pressure.
I know you've like probably introduced yourself like 8 times. This is why Jack got a music degree. I just want everybody to know this exact circumstance where he was 18, he was thinking, I can go to school and I can get a music degree. What am I gonna do it for? I know exactly it. I'm gonna do the weirdest fucking late night thing ever.
Oh my God.
I don't know what I would do without you. I feel like
It's
you
so
are the
good.
Turk to my JD, but introduce yourself, please. Tell us about yourself.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm Hallie. I am the channel and stream organizer for this group of chuckle fucks.
Whatever the fuck this is.
Whatever the fuck is going on. No, it's truly fabulous. We as you can see by the ticker at the very bottom of your screen, we not only hit our fundraising goal, we broke it by $100. So the $600 raised this weekend for the Center for Suicide Awareness, which means we've raised over $1,000 in the last 4 months for various causes. So it's pretty great. I'm excited.
I should say that I speak for the entire internet when I say fucking A. Hell yeah. That's great.
It's pretty good. So I'm very proud of everyone. And thank you for everyone who volunteered their time. Like you two. My gosh, you shouldn't be awake. Really.
We were going to be awake anyway. If we would probably been playing Squadrons or something.
Oh, there you
Probably.
go.
There's a great chance we were going to be awake regardless. So we're happy to be here.
Yeah, it's only 11.
Yeah, I can speak
Yeah.
for Jack. We're happy to be here. We go to bed. I mean,
Too late.
at some point.
Yeah,
it's too late.
I do too usually. Ignore me while I go grab the cat from sitting on something. You're good. Keep going.
No, you go for it. Yeah, you handle cat business. Mine is happily
Cat.
ensconced. I should
No,
also
she's a butt.
point out I'm joined by my live studio audience of all the various toys
Oh,
that I have
nice.
around my office. We've got some Potato Head Transformers. There's a Potato Head Indiana Jones, right? And I don't know if this will pick up, but his hat like plays the song, so he's cheering me on back here. There's a bunch of orcs, cause why not?
The boys. You gotta have the boys.
In the age of COVID, I gotta have some sort of human interaction because no one else is going to laugh at my jokes. They're terrible. So I can imagine that the Potato Heads and the Doom Marine and a plush skull are going to laugh at my jokes. Yeah, everyone's back there. My cat's not going to laugh either. She sucks.
Cats suck.
Oh, wait,
We
are you
love
talking
cats,
about
but
Tom?
cats suck.
Yes. Thank you. Holy shit, do you just have that voice on button now?
Yes.
Fucking rock and roll, man. Fucking rock and roll. That's amazing. But so, all right, we raised $600 so far, right? There's still people can
So
still
far.
donate, right?
Oh yeah, totally. The donation link is still live. It's on the overlay, tinyurl.com/terriblepartyoct20.
It's down there.
It's down at the very bottom.
Did they click that button?
That is not live, but you just put that little URL in your browser and you go.
There you go.
It's also pinned to Twitter, our Twitter. So
Which is what? What's the Twitter?
at terrible_party, man.
It's
No, just
objectively
terrible
all the
_party,
stuff
yeah.
below me is objectively here. Like I can say objectively that this is the Twitter and Instagram handle.
Yep.
This is the down. That's the download thing, and then
Yep.
that's the Twitch link all the way in the corner underneath you.
It is.
For sure.
how
These
it
ways,
works.
not as good. So, how many games did we have this weekend?
Oh, sweet Jesus. I got to look at the schedule.
How many was it? Come on, top of your head. Lightning round. Let's go. We're getting
10,
graded.
11.
Don't count. This isn't a game. I'm taking this so deathly seriously.
5. Yeah, it was probably 10.
I've been preparing for this for literal minutes.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so ready.
I feel so special. Like, just, I feel very special right
I know.
now.
Well, you're technically our first guest.
God damn it.
And I really our only live guest because I do have some I have one really good pre-recorded interview and I have one pre-recorded interview that is gonna happen. Not
gonna
because of our lovely guest who is a delight and a treasure and a scholar and a gentleman, as I believe the British would say. It was really all my fault, but we'll deal with that when we get there.
I was right. It was 11.
It's 11. That's a lot of games. How many different systems? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to ask you. A lot. 11. Probably 11.
Well, counting just the systems, just the TTRPGs. So there was Heart, Call of Cthulhu. We did Urban Shadows and we did Marvel. So and Slam Banners. So 5 with Monster of the Week.
That's still pretty great. What I really have come to appreciate about these streams, aside from the fact that there's like substantial money raised for really good causes, is how many different games have kind of spread out under the umbrella of, I mean, y'all Terrible Party, right? Started as D&D 5e, like so many other things.
Right.
But
Oh yeah.
now you have this whole huge tent of like crazy awesome TTRPG melting pot goodness.
Heck yeah.
And you and Jack played Call of Cthulhu on Friday, right?
That was
Yes, we
fun.
did.
So we haven't gotten really a chance to dive into that. Nobody else that I talked to was in Call of Cthulhu. So like, tell me all about it. How did it go? What happened?
Oh, it got wild. It was way too much fun.
Yeah. You told me that you went crazy.
Yeah, my character went crazy and then died in that order. It was awesome.
Crazy and then died, or died and then went crazy? Because that could totally happen.
I'm pretty sure he went crazy first.
He went crazy first, and then in a fury killed another character, and then walked off
That's
and
right.
died.
I wasn't in control of him when that happened.
No, I did it.
I don't know. That
went
seems like a
insane.
Jack move. I've played Among Us with Jack.
He killed the priest with a swipe across
Yanked
the
his
face.
eye out.
Okay.
Eyeball went flying.
Oh,
he
God.
walked off into the hedge maze that was curving up into the sky. And the King in Yellow got him.
Yep. That's
Yeah, it
all.
was
Do it.
nasty.
It was bad.
And you can watch that video on demand if you haven't seen it, because a lot of the things that you said just could have been a Scrabble bag. Of God, it's so good. This is so
timing
good.
is just
I'm
right
so
there.
happy I told you to get that. That is just
That was a good suggestion.
chef's kiss. It's perfect. So that is fantastic, and like we have a bunch of different people that are not only involved in like the making of the games and stuff, but there's a couple different sponsors like for the music and other people that have kind of come in over time, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So we spoke with Aaron from the Center for Suicide Awareness. He is their streamer coordinator. So they have a dedicated streamer coordinator because that's how they do a lot of their fundraising. But they typically do a lot of video games. So we were trying to get him on. Unfortunately, the timing didn't work because time zones.
I mean, that's why we have recorded interviews. I feel you.
Yeah, that's how it works. But he was just really thrilled that we were doing something. He'd hopped into the server at one point and was talking to people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which
Poor
was
him.
cool.
We're awful people.
I always feel so like, do I give this? Okay, I guess I'm gonna give. You know what? I can give the Discord out too again because I think it's
we can
up
put
to
that
100 people almost. So.
And I claim no responsibility for it. I am the worst admin. I don't even think I can do the admin functions that you've assigned to me because Discord's like, you have to set up 2-factor authentication to be a moderator. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
too much effort.
It's required for other things that we're trying to go for.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it right now, but I will. I swear. By all the Catholic upbringing in me, I'll do it.
I'll get guilt and just pile the guilt on it. It'll be fine.
Exactly. I'll tell my mom to remind me, and she'll
gosh.
just send me a text and is like, you haven't done it yet, have you? And I'm like, no. Sorry.
Oh, that's the wrong. Nope, that was the wrong link.
No, that's a good link to put in there, though. That's a great. So you just put in the link for the donation, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's a great link to have
we
in there.
go.
Regardless, we want to see that donate button. Because if you're sticking with us through this, like, you may as well do a charitables while you're here. And what's the point? What's the point of doing a charitables if other people don't see you doing the charitables, right, Jack?
I mean, I hear that.
And you got to get a charitables for the Snapchats. I'm just sorry, Steph.
This is happening.
Allegedly.
Hard yes.
Yeah, hard.
So confused.
Yeah, no, we're good. We are a ball of confusion, like the Temptations told us about. This was the moment they were trying to warn us about. So.
And still it blindsided everyone else.
I'm hoping that you didn't understand half those words because, like, most of the things I say, it was just a mishmash, mumbled ball of gibberish, half-spoken truths, and bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not completely fluent in Steve yet. I'm getting there.
No one is. No one is.
That's fair.
So other things about the stream. So, like, what about the music, right? We have, like, we have, like, an official music deal.
Yeah, well, that came out of nowhere. So Adventure Music, I had found them on Twitter, followed them. The music's real cool. Got cool, like, vampire, deep dungeon, scary tracks and stuff like that. And then they offered us their entire library for free for the weekend. And I was like, wow, that's really, really nice of you. Oh my gosh. And JD said, no, I don't think you understand. You can just use it.
That's amazing.
From here on out.
That's so cool.
Fucking Adventure Music. Good for you guys. Crushing it.
They were really kind, exceedingly kind. So they're on Twitter at Adventure Music 2. And you can go see their Patreon. And for just the base level, I think it's just $1 a month, which is stupid affordable. You get access to, I think they have over 70 tracks right now. Yeah.
Whoa.
That is a steal. That is a straight up bargain. And, like, not like DVDs at Walgreens. Like, that is, like, fucking amazing. Because I heard some of those tracks, right? Like, that's the one in the intermission video.
Yes, it is.
Super
The Vampire's
good.
Den. Yeah, it's really, I was like, oh, that's strong
Very
music right there.
spooky.
Holy shit.
It's so spoopy. If you didn't see it before, I don't know if I'm going to play it again or not, so I don't want to, like, give you false hope. But what you could do is go to Adventure Music 2, right? And you could, like, check out their Patreon and give them $1 and listen to it for yourself. Like, holy crap, $1. My regular order at McDonald's costs more than that. And that is a fine bar to measure on.
You have a regular order at McDonald's?
Oh, it depends on how hungry I am, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's two.
I was confused. All right. What's the first one?
Well, okay, so I guess the first one bears a little story, right? So, like,
Okay.
we about to get real personal up on this stream, everybody. I hope you're ready for it. Steve's about to launch down a deep rabbit hole of self-loathing and shame. Jack, have the laugh track ready.
It's usually what happens when you eat McDonald's, yes.
Okay, so right, I have All right, so yeah, right now, like my regular order is just like 2 cheeseburgers, some fries, and a drink because it's just super quick. It's empty calories. I can eat it, move on with my day, right? But the classic regular order is like the straight up #1 Big Mac, milkshake, apple pie, like whole deal. Because
Whoa.
I have a ritual
Okay.
that every time I have to go get a screening, shall we say, the
Okay.
kind of screening that requires that I don't eat the day before.
Right.
That is every single time for over a decade. The first thing that I eat. I have demanded it of people. Melissa and I got into a fight about it once.
God.
Because every fucking time, and my dad hates it, right? Like my dad would take me to these appointments and he would take me home and I'd be like, we need to stop at McDonald's. He'd be like, can't you just wait? We have all this. I'd be like, Dad, I haven't eaten in 36 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine,
Oh.
fuck. And I would just like get, just like fucking panda bear that down. Not panda bear, black bear, grizzly bear.
I
any
knew what
other
you meant.
bear.
I knew what you. I was right there with
Any
you.
other bear but panda bear. Thank you. See, Sam's got, that's Sam, right? Sam's got me.
Yep, that's Sam.
Okay. Thank you,
I can
Sam.
relate so hard with that, Steve. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Sam.
I've
Bless
got
you,
it
Sam.
plugged up over here. Thank you. Thank you. Just teddy bear it. Exactly.
Aw.
And that's my deeply personal story about McDonald's.
Oh my God.
So, I swear to God, we have other things besides whatever the hell is going on right now. Honestly, it might be a good time to switch to the first of our pre-recorded segments. So I'm going to tell the audience. We have some pre-recorded interviews because we have such an international tent at Terrible Party that I really wanted to get some very interesting voices from not us involved in this production. But for some of those interesting voices, it's not late like it is here. It's like early like it is there tomorrow.
Real.
So I have a couple pre-recorded interviews. The first of which is with the amazingly talented Rio, player and designer of games. And word of caution, I intended these to be like 10, 15 minutes. But a really interesting thing happens when you get nerds talking about nerd shit. They lose track of time entirely.
Real quickly, yeah.
So this interview is slightly longer than anticipated. It's not like an hour. It's like 25 minutes or so. But no, I can assure you that like I was fucking riveted this whole time. It was one of the best conversations about games and like single page RPGs and stuff that I've ever had. Holy shit.
Awesome.
I said this before we started going live. After this conversation, I went and took advantage of the amazing sale that Rio is having on their website right now and bought all of their games because I'm very excited to try them. And you will see that excitement coming through in a much more put together, not 11 o'clock, 11:20 at night, Steve. And I think, let's go ahead and start that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Course, have an incredibly international gathering of people in the Terrible Party tent at this point. And so for a couple of these, we have attempted at least to do a pre-recording so that we can expose you, our late night viewers in the EST, to all kinds of fun and interesting content. So, unfortunately, I'm not joined in person due to some webcam issues, but with me right now, I have the amazingly talented Rio of Heart, Slam Banners, and RPG fame, who we are going to have a little conversation with about whatever the hell we want, really. There's really not a lot of format here.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the first, well, I guess not welcome back, but welcome to the first of our pre-recorded interviews for whatever the hell late night show this ends up being. We, of course, have an incredibly international gathering of people in the Terrible Party tent at this point. And so, for a couple of these, we have attempted at least to do a pre-recording so that we can expose you, our late night viewers in the EST, to all kinds of fun and interesting content. So, unfortunately, I'm not joined in person due to some webcam issues, but with me right now, I have the amazingly talented Rio of Heart, Slam Banners, and RPG fame, who we are going to have a little conversation with about whatever the hell we want, really. There's really not a lot of format here.
Awesome. Yes. Well, yeah, like Steve said, I'm Rio. Use she, her pronouns, and I've been I kind of joined this whole thing on a whim last year. I don't remember who. I think it was B who posted the link. It was like, you should join this, and I was like, cool, I should join this, and then I did, and now I'm here.
It's not a bad place to be.
Yeah, actually, it's very good. I'm super grateful for the wonderful people I've met. But yeah, I went on the stream with Slam Banners when we did the first thing. That Halloween was like a Halloween party thing.
It was
right?
Halloween. It was almost a year ago, I think, today.
Yeah, right. And I had very few ideas for what I wanted. I wanted to make I had this when I made Erica, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the Flake. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to make something kind of hippie inspired, and that was basically all my thoughts at the time.
I mean, I could see the influence a little bit, especially in the earlier episodes.
Yeah, she doesn't drive a car; just has a bike that they go around with everywhere.
I love that bike.
It was so funny. Anyway, yeah. Now I have other plans.
As it goes.
That goes. That's kind of what I like about not coming up with all my things first, because I like seeing where my ideas trail off during a year of playing.
I love that. I mean, you know me, I generally play very mechanically heavy versions of Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, and very mechanically heavy games a lot of the time. But Slam Banners and Monster of the Week have really kind of brought me around to the light mechanics side of tabletop role playing, which I know you are a huge proponent of, right?
Yeah, right. I'm the games I make are all very light. I am working on a slightly crunchier than the one-pagers system. But yeah, it's
one-pagers are wild to me. I mean, like I said, I'm a 3.5 guy, so I'm used to 100 books that are at least a couple hundred pages each. So the idea of a one-page is mind-blowing for me.
Yeah, I saw some tweets going around for an upcoming game jam that's make a micro game that fits in a tweet, and that's yeah, that's absolutely buck wild. But yeah, it's anyway. I think we were still on. Well, I mean, we don't really have any order to take. We can just
we're just kind of popping around, because I was gonna say how do you approach designing a single page RPG? What do you when you have such a limited space to work with?
Right.
What do you focus on?
So usually when I do, I have okay, this is one mechanic that I can build something around. And then I kind of take some time to think about, okay, so what story does this mechanic help spin? And then I think about does the game need anything in particular besides what else does it need to guide players in a direction? So because if you just, I don't know, if I would to make a system that's about fighting something and all you get is an attack roll and then they don't give anything else, that's you can work with that, but it's I like giving evocative hooks, which is what I usually do is like I'll write a few tables of different options and then be like, here are some suggestions that you can use if you want. If you don't, throw them out, put whatever else you want in there.
See the tables that you can't see the big smile that comes across my face when you're like, there's tables, and I'm like, yes, tables. I love tables.
Tables are so like, yeah, I hate writing like tables when I get to the last thing to put on them, because then I'm like, oh, this is gotta be good.
Yeah, this is gotta be the big whammo right here. Like, this is 6 or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I think one of the games I had a lot of fun making it was Godsend, which is a game I made in a dream, and then I made it in real life too.
That is awesome. Please give me all the details on that.
So basically, I woke up once from a dream, and I had like, in that dream, I had played a tabletop RPG where you were a bunch of gods going on a quest to do a thing, and instead of like rolling dice, you flipped coins. And called like if it's heads or tails, and if you got it right, then you get to do what you want without like, yeah, you accomplish your task.
That's awesome.
If you get it wrong though, you still get it. You still do the thing you want to do, but something awful happens somewhere else, like as a consequence of a godly being using a lot of force, and like that can like
that's
it can
awesome.
Right. So I made a game that's like everyone
please go ahead.
Right. So everyone in the group plays a god or other powerful being, and you start by like among yourselves talking about, okay, so this is what the world is and what our goals are. And there's no like, everyone is GMing together basically.
Okay.
And then you start by describing like, okay, so in order to accomplish my goal, I start by doing this. And if so, one of the other players think, okay, that's a bit rash, or I think you could probably have thought that through a bit more. Then you flip a coin, and
Okay.
Heads
So
or
the
tails.
other player calls the flip? Like the other player tells you when to
Basically, yeah.
flip? That's okay. I would be a dick about that, but I'm sure this is for nicer people than I am.
Well, there's a thing about that, is that can bite you in the ass too.
Oh, you've accounted for people like me.
Yeah, basically. So when that person fails calling the right side, and consequences happen, all the other players each get to say a consequence, so they can like gang up on someone, or like make a consequence that doesn't disrupt that player or something like that. Basically, you go on until either one person has accomplished their cosmic goal or the world is destroyed.
Yeah. Until you screwed each other over so bad that there's literally nothing left.
Right. So there is a loose condition where nobody gets to do what they wanted. So messing up the world too much is bad for everyone.
I love this. This is called Godsend, right?
Right. Yeah.
And this, where is this? Is this available for people? Like, can I post a link to this?
Yeah. So I have an itch. I can send you my itch page.
Do that, and I will post it. You will be able to find that page below this somewhere on this stream, right? Like, we'll get you that information. People watching this in a couple hours.
Right. And then I've written a few other games. Not all of them are one-pagers. Like Par for the Course, I wrote for a game jam with a friend. It's a bunch of people going onto a weird golf course, and
this is amazing.
Yeah, and
Please,
they like the idea of it is they're gonna like inherit the title of like the next god of golf, and they just whoever goes through the course like most effectively wins. But you can also like make deals with the golf gods.
This is
who are currently
amazing.
watching. Yeah, I haven't actually played it myself, but it's. The idea we had behind it when we started was like, okay, we're gonna make this around a D100 system, because we want it to be so if someone has a like an actual D, like 100-sided die, you can hit it with a golf club.
Oh shit, now I need a golf club and a 100-sided die. Oh my god, those are two things I didn't know I needed in the same sentence, but now?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
So yeah, you it's made for 3 to 5 players and 1 golf master. Who sets up the course, and we have like a few like sample obstacles that you need to get past. And there's different like classes for, you know, people who might be into playing golf. Like there's a politician and a like golf expert and like I think some kind of preacher. And they all interact with like the course and each other in different ways. And I think it's fantastic.
This is amazing. How have we not recorded an episode of us playing this and like I'm on a driving range whapping a fucking D100 and then go and driving the cart out to find it to figure out my role? That is the thing that I need to see now. And if you want to see that stream, people, you go ahead and donate and you include a comment that says, I want to see Steve golf because I've never golfed before in my life. Horrible.
Yeah, I think I golfed once when I think I was like 7, and on my school they had like an activity day, and one of the things was going to a golf course.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my only experience with golf. My friend who I wrote the game with, Jenna, knows a bit more about golf than me, and like gave me ideas for how to make it feel golfy.
Yeah. I've been mini golfing plenty of times. It just never with like a real like golf club, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I love that. That's great. These are both, everything you've told me thus far is amazing. Yeah.
I think all my like my 2 latest games are my 2 favorites. There's Nocturne of Blades, which is it's a completely like diceless game. You just 2 people sit next to each other, or you know, in these times over like
Zoom
Discord or whatever.
Discord, whatever.
Yeah. 0 prep, so like don't have a character idea in mind. And you sit down and you play 2 people who are fighting each other in some way. And you attack the other person by asking them a question about you. And then they respond with an answer. And that like fleshes out information about who you are. And if you don't like what they answered, you can be like, okay, I'm going to change this detail. But they get a token, which they can use to deal damage to you. So it's basically a game about figuring out why these 2 people are fighting and who they are. And like building up the world they've lived in and stuff. And then at the end of it, like when someone gets to 3 wounds, they can say, okay, I'm going to retire from the fight. But in exchange, I get to make a statement about anything in the world, and you can't change that.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah. So you can like it's obviously very flexible to whatever setting you want to build up or whatever relationship you want these people to have. And maybe you realize midway through it, shit, I want my character to die here.
Yeah.
Like this guy sounds like a piece of shit. I don't want to play them. You can then you can start accounting for that and like building up like this cool, making this like basically it's you play just the climatic battle of a movie or a story or whatever, and then like narrate it a little bit like, okay, this is what happened afterwards.
I love this. This I don't know if this reference is gonna. So I don't know if you ever read like the old Neil Gaiman Sandman comics.
I don't think so.
You should. They're so good. There is a bit in one of those where 2 characters, Morpheus and a demon, play this game with each other where their combat is like imagining like I am the atom that makes up every existence. I am through everything and in everything and part of everything.
Right.
And like just this building up of like, well, I am creation, and like that's what it makes me think of. And I love this. This is so cool. That's awesome. How do we not have a Rio day on these streams where we just play these games? Like, I would totally be part of that.
I'd be down for, you know, showing off my creations and maybe getting people to buy them.
We absolutely, I will 100% help you with that. This sounds so freaking fun.
Yeah, and then my latest game, which I also made for a game jam, which is like make a game about your own folklore.
Fucking cool.
Yeah, so I made it's a system called Belonging Outside Belonging, which is about basically playing people who are in like a difficult situation, but they have found each other, and you like play out their relationships, and how that like, you know, how it goes. Yeah. So this is a game where you're people in the Swedish like 19th century ish.
Okay.
Like towards the end of that area somewhere. I haven't, like, it doesn't have a fixed point in time. I guess you could technically play it as like modern day, but that's not what I had in mind when I wrote it. But like, you know, it's not, doesn't really matter what time it's in, because it's about a bunch of people who don't they all each have a different problem. Like it's the ones I've written are like someone who's mourning a person who's dear to them that's passed away. One is like someone who's just like been consumed by their work and can't go on, and you know, stuff like that. They're all sad.
Yeah.
And one of them, the people that you like decide on at the start of the story, it's a Huldra, which is basically a Swedish, like a Nordic nature spirit.
Gimme, keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so their thing is that they feel alone, because you know, you're a spirit who's out in the wilds, and like you don't really connect that much, and wants to like connect with these humans. So they like craft a human persona, and pretend to be one, and eventually like, you know, can decide that, okay, I trust you enough to like show my secret. But yeah, like it's basically you play out what happens between these people who are out in the forest or by a river or whatever, and like it's a very intimate game. I've cried while writing it.
Oh wow. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, my friend who's really amazing drew the like most of the art. I made the logo, but the rest is hers. It's like a lot of it's basically a bunch of water painted flowers, and there's some like bird skulls and whatever. Like it's just little things that make you think of nature. And I've used the way I ended up using them, I think, is like almost, it makes some of the spreads almost poetic in like the composition with where the images are, and it makes me very happy.
I'm just like flipping through a couple of the pages right now, and this is a beautiful PDF. That is gorgeous. Like the runes on the front are fucking super cool. I'm the Tolkien nerd, and I know that he stole a bunch of runes from Nordic cultures, and so like I instantly am like, yes, give me that Elder Furthark, or however you pronounce it. So that looks fucking incredible. And I know that you just were talking about how like it could be repurposed into kind of separately aside from what you had, like I guess separately from the ideas that you originally had. And it feels like this sort of thing is like the goal of the game to find the, well, because we've been playing a lot of Among Us lately, find the imposter, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really about finding. Like, I get why people think that, because it is a bit like. But everyone, like, the players know who the imposter is.
Oh, okay.
But the characters don't.
Ah, gotcha.
So it's not like they had like that was the intention at the start when I had the idea for the game, but then I like came like to that. I think this makes the game feel like almost competitive, and that's not really what I wanted out of it.
That makes a lot of sense. I respect that. Yeah.
So I figured it was easier to like just like, okay, you know who this that you as a player know that this person is not a human, but like really they're just like, because they just want to feel company basically, and they feel alone in the world they're in.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a game about finding comfort basically. And I didn't want that. Yeah. So I didn't want to make it too like, you know, competitive about finding out who the imposter is. We have Among Us for that.
Yeah, and honestly, the Nocturne of Blades sounds like the other side of the coin, right? A bit more confrontational by design. So I love that counterpoint. That's fantastic.
Yeah, like I think Nocturne of Blades, I had a blast writing. It took I got it done in like 2 weeks.
I know that goes.
Huldra was a bit long. It's also like a longer PDF. I think it's almost 20 pages compared to Nocturne of Blades, which is like front and back of an A4. But yeah, it's I like making games is just kind of what I do now. I have another one, like I have a few ideas for games that I want to make in the future. The one I talked about, or I mentioned earlier, that wanted to make one that's a bit more mechanically involved than the other games I've written, is based on Heart, which I streamed this weekend. It's it's Heart adjacent but less horror themed. Like it's still got some of that wild goodness that it is in that world building, but it's not like you're not gonna get a player class that's about cannibalizing and to like draw powers. It's more like a traditional dungeon fantasy, but still like you still have weird shit.
You gotta have weird shit. Something more in maybe the Dungeon of the Mad Mage kind of vein, more of like your traditional crawl.
Right.
I love that right off the bat. I'm going to tell you, that really appeals to me on every level.
So the idea of that is like the world, you're playing a world which has like, it used to be like, you know, a standard fantasy world, but there are no more kingdoms anymore. Everything is just like kind of been overtaken by nature for a very long time, and people have started emerging back. And everyone like lives in traveler communities basically. A few of them settle down and like take care of towns, but most of them eventually like start wandering again. And after a while, people found dungeon entrances basically, and have found out that it's all part of one interlocking mega dungeon that's spreading all over the country.
I love this.
You're in. So people start delving down and form settlements along the way to like help travelers who want to go even further down, and you know, trade supplies and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's about playing a group of delvers, which is also the like
in-universe
development name.
Oh, that's
for this
cool.
game. Yeah. Currently, I have like a few ideas for what I want to do. I know I want one class to be like this mix between a paladin and a blood mage,
which is just totally normal. That's
right.
Your average pairing right there.
Right. And
very traditional.
Some other ones are like, you know, like the pet master is also a wizard who's grown up on city streets and like made friends with a bunch of rodents and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah. that's a thing I'm working on. It's gonna take a while.
Well,
I'll probably
go
I'll
ahead.
be yeah, I'm working on micro games in the meantime, but that's like my big project for the future.
I, for one, will be waiting with bated breath for that because that sounds amazing. You need playtesters for that. You just let me know. But
Yeah.
we are up on the end of our time for the interview, so we got to get more people on. So I'm going to call us here. However, this was a great conversation. Thank you so much for sitting down with me because this is super fucking interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed talking here about
you.
all my games.
Yes. Oh, it's such good information. And like I said, we're going to have the link to where you can get all those games on the somewhere on this stream. There will be a link for you to look at, I promise.
Yeah.
And you should check them all out. They're great. That's
Yes.
everything sounds amazing.
There currently you can get all the paid games for $10 until the end of November.
There you freaking go, everybody.
Yeah. And like a few of them are for free, but yeah, let's
Get the bundle, support small artists, play fun games, get it together, everybody.
yeah, exactly. Like I will make games regardless of how well they do, but you know, it's nice when I can spend more time on them and get artists and
Absolutely.
stuff.
Ah, I love it. Yeah, and hopefully, yeah, take advantage of that sale and everybody like go check this out because yeah, I cannot imagine a better use of your time. But we're going to get back to the live show here, and I'm going to switch back to looking exactly like I do right now. So I will see everybody after a quick break, back and ready for action. Thank you again, Rio.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. And we're back live.
Woo!
We have been
Hello,
here
everybody.
the whole time. No one
Yes, we
moved
have.
or did anything weird. There were no
Not at all.
weird conversations.
There's
that
no
happened.
weirdness.
None at all.
Not a bit.
We were having a riveting behind the scenes conversation about terrible TTRPGs that I feel like might
That's
be
true.
great fodder for some
Yeah.
continued discussion. Jack, what do you have to bring to the table for this?
For bad TTRPGs?
Yeah, Sam, hold on. Sam, I want to play all the games. I bought all the games. I think I said that at the end of the interview, but I paid the $10 and I should have paid more, honestly, because these look fun as shit. I have all of them.
Yeah.
The golf one, I want to play the golf one so bad. I want to go out to a golf like a legitimate
Driving range?
driving range. Thank you, Jack. There's a really white bread one by my parents' house. They'd probably let me do this and actually bring like the D100 and just like fucking hit that thing as hard as that would be amazing. And I would have to get the cart or we go to an actual course and I'd have to play golf. Okay. This is a different conversation. That was a really good interview.
The excitement was really good, though. Oh my god.
So, Jack, what terrible TTRPG do you have to bring to the table?
Well, I've never played it, but as you were saying a moment ago, we've all heard that it's pretty bad. There's a Ghostbusters TTRPG that came out in the 80s. And I've dug through the rule sets, and they're pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds real bad. The tables looked gnarly.
It looks like it would be so clunky to play.
Maybe this is a stream we could do is let's play the worst TTRPGs we can find.
I'm into that.
Like, let's find things that have been written about by other people so that we're not, like, telling creators your game is bad.
Right.
Pull
Pull it out of the maw and
RPGs.
there's
Yes,
gotta be some good
find
ones.
the legendarily bad ones. Maybe it's a mini-series.
Oh my god.
I would do that. I would too. There we go. We got another tribute right there. I would totally do this. I would also like to point out that we raised another $50.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if that happened during the interview or not, but we raised another $50.
We
so,
didn't
like,
notice it apparently. So
I noticed it.
yeah.
I noticed it. I'm the host here, damn it. And I am so professional in my pajama pants and slippers that I was
Okay.
keeping an eye.
Okay. You tell yourself that. I won't try to outmatch you by saying I ran the entire stream for 3 days.
I
You
know.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
but what would I be without a misplaced sense of
Thing is, that's a
self-confidence and a
lie.
loud volume?
That's a lie, because we had stream runners. Thank you, Jack.
We did. Thank you to all the stream runners this weekend.
Hell
and,
yeah.
And who do you know who those people were?
Yeah, so Sam, Julia, and Bree were like my lifesavers, so I could actually sleep.
I know that in the past you've said that these streams can be a lot, which I totally
They're a lot.
understand.
Yeah, they're a lot. I also didn't run nearly as many games. Usually I was running something every day and doing this, that, or the other thing. And it's just like, it's so draining. As much as I love it, it's exhausting. And you kind of have to prepare yourself.
That's such a
for it.
great DMing comment, or really running any kind of game, though, especially the creative one like any TTRPG. It is so draining. Holy God.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack, you would see me at the end when we would do classes characters, or even like the Planescape games were so much worse. We kept to a schedule for classes characters. It was 8 hours. It was a really long day. But
Yeah.
there was that one where we went 16, right?
What?
I think
that was my birthday.
What?
And we
Oh my
started playing
God.
very early in the day, and I got home at like 2 a.m.
Oh no.
And I literally just went to sleep. No, that was my fault.
No.
That was the legendarily long dungeon crawl that no one ever actually finished.
Oh my God.
I've shown you that map before.
You have, yeah. Oh.
I've seen that map.
You
I've
were
been
in
in
that
that
map.
map, man.
Yeah.
You were in the map.
Were in that
I was there, man.
freaking nightmare.
Saw it.
Oh, maybe I'll rerun that on a stream. We'll just take people through that. I don't know if it's 4-hourable,
that.
but it's
Even just think about it brings back the memories.
See, this is how you know a good DM player relationship, is I have scarred Jackson for life. And he tells me that. You've told me that. You like DM other games and you're like, man, they did this. And I thought, what would Steve do? And I just destroyed
God.
them.
It just got wrecked.
Oh, and then that weird moment of magnanimity. Anyway.
Oof.
Oh, that's fantastic. So yeah, I had another thing that I was gonna bring up that we had talked about, and I cannot remember what it was. Aside from Rio Day, I know that was a topic of conversation. I definitely want to do like maybe a Friday night where we go through some Rio exclusives.
That'd be great.
I would love
that.
But Jinx, you owe me a
Ah.
Coke. Never mind you a Coke. So, yeah, that's crazy though. So we had all these different streams across the weekend. I'm trying to think of like literally anything else that like I
We
missed.
had 2 pre-streams
Mm-hmm.
because we have our Pathfinder game weekly, and then
Mm-hmm.
Bree played some Undertale for us.
And we did some Among Us on Saturday.
And we did. There was some Among Us because
That was fun.
I could not run the 20th level as much as I wanted to. It was just like, I'm gonna die. I can't do this right now.
Who could blame you? That's way too. Yeah, normally when we do these, you're running like 3 things, and not only that, but you're also like running the tech for other people's games, and that's what you're saying about the stream runners, right? Like,
Hence the stream runners. I finally got smart.
yeah, that was
I
ridiculous.
trained other people.
I could not blame you for
How to
that.
do
That
it.
is wild.
God, and it's that weird feeling of like, I don't think I can walk away, because even though it's up and I'm pretty sure it's fine, you can have streams can drop for no reason. And the one time I walked away, this was a while ago, not this charity stream. Sorry, the cat's being weird. You
cats
walk away,
do.
you're like, walk away, get water or whatever, and the stream's gone.
Yeah.
And you have a bunch of panicked messages coming at you, and it's like,
Yeah. See, the only streams that I've run in the past are generally like my Elite Dangerous streams, and that is the laziest fucking thing in the world. I literally just do what I was going to do anyway and listen to really good music made by that guy, all right? And it's
Stop it.
so good.
woo!
And just fly around in space, but like I don't even check the chat. I don't even like look. I just minimize OBS and just play a video game.
And just play, yeah.
And like it's so lazy. It's the worst.
I have to find another way to do it, because I think you're right. Like, you have to break up the workload for sure, because I'm running OBS, running the stream, watching chat, and running a game.
But you're also like very clearly a talented organizer, because like what number is this in like terms of stream, like charity streams, right? Like this is like the 6th, maybe
I can tell you in just a second.
There's been a
1, 2,
lot.
3, 4, 5, 5.5, because we had like a mini one
Yeah.
in April.
I think that still counts. That's still a
So
lot.
6.
That is awesome.
4 were this year.
And they've
So-
like really grown since like the first
Yeah.
one. It's
Yeah, because the first one was just us, 2 years ago, dressed up for Halloween. Like, let's just raise like $50 for Extra Life while we're already streaming. Like, why don't we just connect the Extra Life thing? That's the easiest thing to do. And then some of us got bit by the charity streaming bug, and then
yeah. Here we are.
here we are.
I remember
Whee!
the thought popped back into me, the topic of conversation that I wanted to get into before Jack and I try to do James's interview.
Which is probably where I will leave you.
That's
but
fair. That's totally fair. I would not expect anything else.
I have
Run.
non-smoker smoker voice. Yeah, it's
You're-
like
Run while
So-
you can.
And for everybody that doesn't run while you can, be prepared for what may very well be the last time I'm ever asked to do one of these.
oh no. No, here's the problem. Because I adore you both,
Mm.
I'm just gonna ask you again. So
Yeah,
you're stuck.
like we talked about, people apparently I don't get that. People apparently think I'm funny, and like I'm the only one that I normally think is funny. Like that sounds ridiculous. I'm the only person who finds myself funny normally. So I think most of the time it's just people laughing at me, laughing at myself. Like, and I'm fine with that. Because maybe you're laughing at me, but I'm also laughing, so technically you're laughing with
so
me.
it's a win.
Yeah, thumbs up or all around.
Take it.
So the original Terrible Party game is over now. You have done your
Has
wrap
been,
up.
yes.
You have epilogued. All of it is available for consumption on the YouTubes
And Twitch.
and the Twitches.
Yep, it's been archived.
It's been archived. So
Yep.
what is next? I know, but I want everyone to know.
I know it's a weird brainchild of mine, blending 5e rule system with the Dark Matter campaign from Mage Hand Press with the Ancestry and Culture document from Arcanist Press into a sci-fi campaign that's called Delta Valorum.
That's so cool. That's such a fucking cool name. That is such a
So,
cool name.
I
I didn't know that was the
sci-fi-
name. I knew it was a sci-fi name.
Yeah, it's the name. I am absolutely stealing from Nathan and doing arcs because I really like the way people rotate in and out of Chef's Night. It
Yeah.
keeps people can stick if they want to stick around, and that'll probably happen. But we've got 2 folks from the original Terrible Party campaign who, because of school and everything else, can't make it. So they're going to take the first arc off. We've got James coming in along with my other wacky cohorts. And then everyone else knows that they can drop out as they need to. So,
That sounds awesome. When do you start?
it'll be fun. So December 5th is the planned start date,
Very cool.
which means I am writing from tomorrow through December 4th.
I don't have anything else to do.
I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to.
I'm expecting a sci-fi space epic masterwork.
Oh my
personally.
god.
That's
Oh
just
my
me,
god.
though.
I'm excited. It'll be fun. And we have
excited.
maps. We have a map from Squaw Maps. They're doing the
Squaw maps. That's all I was gonna say.
SQUA.
Squaw.
They're on the other side of the world, I do believe.
Squaw.
Yeah.
It's a really fun word. Say squaw a few times. Just don't say the.
I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but it's literally spelled SQUA.
Jack, you have a vocal degree. How would you pronounce that?
That sounds like squaw to me.
Sounds like squaw to me.
I mean, I don't know what other way you would say that.
Oh god. I'm so sorry. These people sound amazing. Their company sounds fabulous, and I can't.
It's a single person. They're an animation student.
Oh fuck! Now I feel like an asshole. Oh god. Are they?
I can't believe you've done this.
Thank you. Yes, I can't either. Is this the person that makes those super cool models that I've seen in the Discord?
Yep.
Yes. Oh my God, your work is incredible.
I'll put their Patreon.
Yeah,
in the
put your
thing.
Squaw. Your work is incredible, and I love the name that you have chosen for your endeavors because I've said it. I've said it like 8 times. Squaw. I'm gonna continue to say it for a few
It's free
days.
advertising.
Squaw.
Yeah. Well, I
So
mean, it
good.
was funny because I was their first patron.
Oh,
And
wow.
when we started I found him on Reddit, and I was like, "Oh
Mhm.
my God, look at this friggin' map!" And signed because it was $1 a month, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do that. That's fine." Yeah, let me put this in chat. So here's
Yeah.
their link. There you go. And we started talking, and they said, "Well, I want to do something for you since you're my first patron." And I was like, so we started talking about these sci-fi maps. It's like, so the thing is, this story starts on a space station, and the space stations in this world, out of the Dark Matter book, are space stations, but they're built into the bones of an ancient space creature, and they're called Maws.
Yeah.
So like, you fly into the jaw of this thing and dock.
Oh, the PDF makes it look so badass.
It looks so cool,
Jack,
right?
you should definitely check out that PDF. I think I sent it to you. Probably. You have my
Probably.
PDF library. You know where they are.
Yeah.
Sam is making clips. Oh no, we're
Good.
in
No,
trouble.
I'm fine.
God damn
Do
it. Oh
Do
no.
it. Let everyone know what we have wrought here tonight. Only God can.
God, there he goes.
Only God can judge me.
There is no God here.
That was not helpful. So creepy.
That was so good. That was so good. Oh my
Okay,
God.
so December 5th, we get to
So
see
December
all
5th.
of this in
Yes.
action. And you're going to have, I'm assuming, like the maps on display because they sound like they're going to be amazing.
Yeah, because they're gonna start on that space station. And sounds like Squatomy.
It's like squad of me. I want to put that on a t-shirt and then give
Sam.
all of the proceeds to the
Why are you still awake?
whole lot of squad. There's a whole lot of squad.
So dumb. They're
Your
never
art
gonna
is
work with me
so
ever
good.
again.
No, please. Oh, your art is so good.
Oh my
Your
God.
name is amazing and your art
So
is amazing.
they're doing the map for the first space station. They're also doing the maps for my Call of Cthulhu module, Autumn Barrow. So they're making me a full haunted house map.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
All right. I'm gonna
It looks amazing.
That's amazing. So the last thing that I need from you.
Oh, no.
I need you to post your own link because you have some RPGs out, right?
I have 5th edition adventure and a weird store guide.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's
That's
some
what you
high
want?
quality content. Post that shit.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
This
Okay,
has been
let
a
me find it.
We didn't listen. Like we had a different conversation entirely that honestly could have been like recorded in of itself. Parts of it were highly interesting, and you, the viewer, don't get that privileged access. But
It's there.
yeah, I could tell you for the Rio interview and the James interview, which I'm gonna explain in a minute, that this was a plug-a-thon. There was a whole lot of like, tell me about your projects and give me your links and tell people where they can give you money because this is an unsung. We are unsung heroes, including especially you for putting all this together. So you should be able to have a venue to plug your own lamp into the socket.
Sure. I mean, I will say anything that I get from the publications that I sell immediately gets donated. So
And, okay,
I don't make profit off of it. It gets donated.
you are such a better person than me. I'm just gonna tell you right now, you are such a better person than me because that is not the attitude that. See, like Class's character. If in case you were wondering, viewer at home, Jack and I are part of Class's characters, which I have not addressed in some time. And I'm gonna tell you it's because I'm fucking tired. I'm just fucking tired,
And that's fair.
and I'm so tired, and like, it's a lot of work. And I need to get my shit together. But if I was gonna plug like the store that I have for that, oh man, I'm sorry everybody, I would not donate it. I got bills to pay and shit. Like, I'm a college student most of the time. But so yeah.
I mean, it's
better person.
I think I've made
in general,
no.
better
I'm
overall
not
human.
even lying though, because I think I've made in total like $26. So it's not like it's anything significant.
You know what? Every penny. So post that link. Get
It's
it.
in there. It's in there. It's fun because I had submitted the Necromancer's Regret, the 5th edition module, into the Australian wildfire charity package that they had, and I was like, oh, my numbers look great, but you don't make any, obviously it's for charity, so you don't make any money from that. And I was like, wow, I've sold like 600 copies. This is amazing. It puts me way up there in the rankings, which is great, so people find it easier. And I was like, that's fantastic. Sure.
That's so cool. I was laughing during that. I really felt bad because it looked like I was laughing at wildfires, but I was just laughing at my hijacking of our playthrough of that module.
Oh, that was some fucked
It
up
was
shit,
legendarily
man.
great.
That was pretty great,
That was really
actually.
good. Which is also archived on Twitch or YouTube, I'm pretty sure.
It's
right?
there. It is. It's archived on both.
All right. Well, it's
Woo.
past the midnight hour.
It is.
And so, yeah, well done.
I can rest now,
you can
right?
rest easy now and come back tomorrow and find out what the fuck happened here.
I don't want to spoil myself. I'm so excited. So you know what's gonna happen when I drop out? Your cameras are gonna.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna
Go
get all
bonkers.
wonky for a minute. So here's what
Okay.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and swap us over
Oh
to
shit.
the no camera, so
Okay.
that I can fix them.
You can go into studio mode too. Bree told me that.
Oh, okay. Don't even.
So like while something else is running, you can go into studio mode.
Oh,
and
I
fix
see
the
it. I
cameras.
see it. Okay. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh my gosh, that is so handy.
Hello. Now you know
Wow.
a thing.
I know a thing. All right.
Know a thing.
Sleep well. Thank you for
Will do.
joining us. Jack, are you ready
Thank you
for
both.
this? You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Thank
I'm as
you.
ready as I'm
So
gonna
excited.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Thank
Okay.
you both. I'm gonna say goodnight. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Sweet.
Oh, great, everybody. I completely just botched this. Hang on.
Nice moves.
I know, right? Let me
Sweet.
fix. Oh, great, everybody. Let me fix this here. I thought we were on like a different screen entirely, but we lost somebody, so I need to
Oh no.
recreate. This was
Everything's wacky.
everything is wacky, man. It's okay. We didn't have any technical difficulties earlier, so we were due for one.
Yeah, it was about time for it to happen.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain what I did to justify what Jack and I are about to do. So I had maybe like the best. The interview with Rio is like really good, right? Like there's no way around that. Good. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm trying to give it the late night vibes. The interview with Rio is amazing, and I also did another interview with James, right, of several other projects, and we talked about them like in very detailed length for like half an hour, and it was incredible. But as you just saw, everybody, from watching me struggle with OBS, I completely screwed up, and I have an interview with James that entirely consists of the amazing music given to us by Adventure Music, because I had a video playing underneath it and thought it was me, and it was bad, and I felt like an asshole. So let me again say to James Wilson, who is amazing and talented, and an author whose link I'm going to go ahead and post in the chat right now, where you can find his books. I am so sorry. I'm from the depths of my idiot heart. I apologize, because your interview was so good. And to sort of commemorate that, I guess, a little bit, I have, oh no, I made it worse again. Jack and I, well, Jack has agreed to help me try to fix my mistake. And I'm going to bring James in like he's actually here with us. Hi, James. Thanks for joining us. Right? We're going to have a great conversation, but we can't have this conversation. So, yeah, thanks for acknowledging it. I really appreciate that. Jack and I have a plan to make it up to you, and I'm going to look like the biggest idiot on the planet. Jack, if you would...
Or perhaps the greatest slam poet this side of the sixth quasar.
Allow me to channel my inner Rocket Man to give you, if you could give me that piano.
Oh, I'm going to do some percussion first. Hang on.
Okay, yeah. Jack, build it for me. Because I'm going to try to slow jam back James's interview. I'm going to try, in lieu of actually giving you good content. Because here's the thing. Jack, whatever Jack is about to do is going to be freaking incredible. I don't know. Look at his head bobbing right now. Whatever he's doing is going to be freaking incredible. And whatever I do is going to be literally the dumbest thing that you've ever heard. So buckle up. And this is going to go for as long as I can keep it up. I'm probably going to break and laugh and lose it left and right. Oh, Jack, you sound like you got something. I don't hear anything right now. I've got nothing from you. James doesn't have anything.
It's not doing anything?
No. Oh, wait. I just had something.
Should be looping.
I don't know, man. There it is. Okay. Maybe turn up the looper a little bit. I don't know.
Is it doing anything else?
There you go. No, there you go. There you go. Whatever you just did was up. But now it's back down. Oh man, we had this worked out earlier. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know why it's messing up.
So
but maybe
every
if I
time
put piano with it, it'll work.
Every time you talk, it comes back. Every time you speak into your microphone, it comes back. Because Jack is a fucking musical legend. Yeah, there you go. Keep it coming. Oh, this is so much better music than what I'm about to do to this. Alright. So right now, James is telling me all about juggling the different balls of being a writer. The different balls of rewriting all of your book series. And, you know, not even just doing it like for funsies, but doing it completely from the ground up. Starting over from scratch, as it were. It's a really involved process, and we had a fascinating conversation about why a man would do such a thing, such as to rewrite an entire book series. Not only one book series, but 2 book series. 2 interconnected masterpiece series that you can find on Amazon. Link in the chat. Oh, Jack, what you're doing is so good. I'm like such an idiot. That is so good. Anyway. See, James is really excited about his book series, and he should be. Well, like I said, there's 2 of these book series. There's one called Lectus, and there's one called Gateway. And they come together in one book because James, by his own words, is a maverick who doesn't play by the rules. Look, comedy. A maverick who doesn't play by the rules. James is very busy guy. He has his own website, which he posts for his writing projects. Right now, there's not much to it, he told me, but he was very enthusiastic about all the amazing things he was going to put on it. Maps, and blog posts, and all sorts of stuff for his books. Because that was one of the things that we talked about with the rewrite, too, was that James had all of these plans to include timelines and various other things in the world to make it out, fill it out to the readers so they would be able to completely understand what they were reading. And you know what? I respect the hell out of that. Yes, I do. I respect the hell out of that. Now, James is also a very busy guy. He's got a game in the works called Duel School. It's a Kids on Bikes game, which is a very cool RPG that, you know, tries to evoke that spirit of the 80s. It's pretty rad. He's only done one session, but they're planning for another one. You should go check that out. Also hosted on the Terrible Party Twitch. He's got another Kids on Bikes project in the works as well that he was telling me about. That was fascinating. He didn't have too many details to give. There were a few juicy ones that I wish I could remember, but I don't. Now, James can tell you all about them himself. You can check his website, you can find him on social media, and that's probably the best slow jam of this that I can give. James, I'm sorry that I did this to you. Jack, I think that's it. I'm gonna let you just go. You just do whatever you want, man. Fucking rocking that vibe. Yes. James is loving it too. Oh my god. Now here's the best part is that James is asleep and he's not gonna see what I just did until tomorrow. And I hope that I am not judged for my sins at the end of my days. Jack, holy crap, man. Holy crap. That was amazing. Dude, that was so good.
Just unmute myself real quick.
That was so freaking cool, dude.
I had no idea where that was gonna go.
I don't know what I did. I literally think I just blacked out for a few minutes and made myself look like an idiot. But I
half
could.
the fun, though.
I was vibing on that, dude. That was amazing. It was so good. Fucking crushing it, man.
It's just 8 bars.
Oh, that
That's all
was
you need.
so good. I'm gonna turn you back up. I had you. I realized that I was fucking up the mix. It didn't matter, dude.
Yeah, I was probably pretty loud.
I turned you down a little bit. You're good. I don't know about you, but I cannot think of a way to follow that. Do you have any other music to play us out? Do you want to come up with something? Because the chat is vibing on it, dude. The chat fucking loves you.
Oh, sweet. I don't know. I guess I could try to think of something here.
Yeah, let's just see what you get, and we'll give it a couple minutes, and then
This might get real weird, guys. I'm sorry if it does.
give me that tasty weirdness. Give me that tasty weirdness. There's a
Up
reason.
tempo, down tempo. How do we want to do this?
Let's go up. Let's go. You know what? Let's go down tempo. Let's go down tempo. Oh, well, you know what? That's the wrong. What's in your heart, Jack? What's in your heart?
I think I got a slow jam for you.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. Just go where your heart leads you. I trust you implicitly. Okay. talent
Didn't even get that take.
Dude, your talent is disgusting. Just, you're fine.
Oh, I guess it stopped.
Yeah, you knocked something loose though. Holy crap, man. Oh, no, he's still going. You knocked your...
Oh, no, it won't stop.
Dude, what the hell? That was amazing.
I have no idea what any of those words just were. I was just kind of making noise.
It sounded fucking cool. I can tell you 100% that's one of the coolest things I've ever fucking heard. I have literally no funny comment to follow that. I have... Holy shit, dude. All right, everybody. This has been What the Hell is This Late Show with Steve and Jack. Jesus Christ, that was amazing. We will see you next time. Yeah. Quote from the comments. I need to go find my jaw on the other side of the room. Fucking...
My brain's done now, guys.
Yeah. We'll see everybody on the next one, maybe. Who finds out if we'll find out if we get asked to do this again. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off.
Might be fired.
We might be fired. It would not be the first time. All right, bye.
Bye.